Yeah. Hello, students. It's Kundoqk, Jackie Green, Director of the School of Social Work. April 8th, entering into or midway through week 4 of our school HSD UVic COVID-19 shutdown. The last time I shared a message with you, we were going into week 2, and there was a lot of moving balls, and we were trying to make decisions and respond to what we needed to for all of you as graduate and undergraduate students. Well, going into week 4, just writing to confirm what all of our staff, our sessionals, and faculty members have been sharing. And I also want to confirm that messaging that you receive um, should come from our school. There's a lot of different people who are sharing information, such as from the dean's office, the president, and from Casaway. And we've collaborated all of the information from all of these different groups, and messaging from our school does include all of those messages. So I just wanted to clarify that. I realize that there's all kinds of information, and creates more questions than it might be helpful. So with that, I'll start by wishing you all the best. I hope you and your families are doing okay. Those of you who look after children, are parents, aunts, uncles, elders, old ones, wise and academic wise, that you guys are going to be okay. Please know that our school is aware, and we are supportive, and we are doing what we can to help alleviate as much stressors as we can. We know it's a worldwide response to COVID-19, and so we're just doing what we can. And please don't hesitate to contact us. So just as an update, I think there was some confusion before in what I shared in regards to practicum, so I'll start there. For third year students, going into the May term, we are still working with placements, and we're saying to students, if you've already been approved by an agency, the best thing to do is for you and your practicum coordinator to connect with the agency and find out if they're able to do a remote learning. We realize that a lot of our agencies are under a lot of pressure right now, and so are not taking students. So that's the first step. The alternatives to for third year students is to transition from a third year placement into a prior learning assessment. Of course, prior learning assessments are or practicum courses that are intended for students who come with experience, and so students who don't have the experience required for a PLA. This is going to be a conversation you will need to have with your practicum coordinator and or associate director, Dr. Pat McKenzie, and we will organize an alternative PLA for students who don't have the experience that they would if they were to go into a PLA. So three options. Number one for third year is that you will, if you have an agency, you'll continue to find out if the agency is still available and still open for remote learning. If not, you will contact your coordinator, and we'll look into the possibilities of a prior learning assessment, a PLA. Some of you are already registered in a PLA, and will remain in a PLA. That's the third year. For fourth year students, again, if you have an agency and they're willing to do a remote learning plan with you, then we'll continue with that. If their agency is not able to do this, and we know there are a lot of agencies who are not, we are working on an alternative plan of creating a simulation of fourth year practicum for fourth year students. For those of you who are going to graduate in November and May is your final term, we are working very hard to come up with an alternative. The pros are you'll be able to get your practicum done in the May term, and you'll be provided with some diverse teachings around from a team who's developing the course and who will come up with different practice scenarios that are necessary to evaluate for fourth year students. Um, and we're working on it, and based on approval from the green light from Casway for the fourth year students. Because we're working on it, it won't start right at May, but perhaps near the end of May, beginning of June. So please don't quote me on those dates. I'm just letting you know that we are working on an alternative for fourth year students to complete their fourth year practicum if this is the last course that you need um, to convocate in November. This will also include students in British Columbia who are registered in the child welfare specialization. Um, yes, so I'll leave it there. You could ask further questions from your practicum coordinator and from Dr. McKenzie. As for our graduate students, as far as we know, I have met with those of you in the foundation program. I haven't touched base with you in the advance, but I met with Dr. Pat McKenzie and Alexi yesterday, and it looks like so far our practicum placements for our graduate program are going as planned. Some of you are looking into remote learning plans and doing research or policy writing. Um, um, yes, so that's happening. I was updated yesterday to say that so far everything's going well for the master's program. I shouldn't say well because we're having to shift, and some of you it's stressful for and but we're working on it. I just wanted to reassure you that we're working on it every day. So that's it for the practicum. As for our school, everybody, all the staff and faculty and sessionals, we're all still working from home. If there's any questions you have, please ask your instructor or you can contact me. Um, I've given you my cell phone number, and a lot of you have contacted me, and I have responded to all of you, so I'll continue that. As for convocation this term, or in the May term, obviously that's not going to happen, but contact the ceremonies office if you have more questions, if you're scheduled to graduate this May. What else do I need to update you on? As for the May term for courses, courses are scheduled as normally. All our courses are distance anyways, and so those courses are going to start as scheduled in May, and they will proceed as normally. We won't need to do any alternative workload plans because it'll be just considering COVID-19, it'll be run as a normal course in the May term. Yes, so I just wanted to check in with you, send you a note to say that I haven't forgotten about you. I'm in constant contact with our staff and faculty and sessionals. So we're keeping in close communication so that our communication to you is consistent. That's our goal. Our goal is that you will be able to continue with your coursework, your practicum in the terms that are needed. In saying all this, if there is a need for you to defer, then absolutely we will work with you to to look at that. But really, our goal is for you to continue it with our program, complete the courses that you're in, and we'll go from there. Yes, so I again hope that you're all doing well and your families are doing well. Some of you are from across the country, and so wherever you are in this world, I just wish you all the best. And don't hesitate to contact if you have any questions. And please know that we are all collaborating and communicating on a regular basis so that we can meet the needs of you, our students. And also, I'm providing support to our staff, sessionals, and faculty members. So, this is difficult times right now, and so we're all in this together, and we're figuring it out. And so I just wanted to, yeah, have a great day, and I will check in with you again in 2 weeks. And have a good day. Wow.